Today is your lucky day. She goes, why? I go, we're gonna do your first live video. And she's like, you're an asshole. And you're an asshole, Lucas. She called me an asshole about 10 times in a row. So I just came back from a trip to Bali. It was amazing. And what's most amazing about Bali is the people that you meet. So I get there, day one, I'm in a coffee shop. I have my yoga schedule that I'm going through, mapping out all my classes for the next 2 weeks. And I meet this woman. And as we start talking, she's like, you have a lot going on in 2020. It's gonna be a big year for you coming up. But in order to change and grow into that, you need to change as a person. You need to do something different that you've done, because what you've done before has got you to where you are today. It's not gonna get you that next level. And I thought, hey, that's a really good piece, but let me look into that. And it was very confronting to think about giving up the structure of that chart. And what she invited me to do was to wake up every morning and feel into the day. She goes, you spend way too much time up here in your head and not enough time in your body and in your heart. So wake up every morning and just feel into, where do you want to go? Where is it going to guide you? And it was such an amazing process to go through. I discovered new things, showed up in a different way, and really got more in tune with who I am and what I want. And so that's what I want to share with you today, is that how you can become confident on video, because she helped me out tremendously. She confronted me on a lot. But one piece that came up was, I asked her, have you ever done videos? And she's like, Lucas, I'm a powerhouse speaker. I do a lot of trainings, but video is something I've never done. I don't know what happens to me. I'm super personable, I'm super confident, but when the camera's on me, I just change into a different person. I said, perfect. This is gonna be some payback time. So we start looking at it and like, what's going on and how can we make this change? So we start going through, we leave it for a few days, and I see her about a week later in the coffee shop, and I'm like, hey, today is your lucky day. She goes, why? I go, we're gonna do your first live video. And she's like, you're an asshole. And you're an asshole, Lucas. She called me an asshole about 10 times in a row. And I said, okay, let's keep going though, let's move with it. And so we got the videos going. And it was interesting, just before she goes, she shuts down full, like, you see this regression, this kind of, you switch back to almost like a child. And it was amazing. I've seen this happen so many times with clients, is as we're really at the cusp of challenging that comfort zone, they'll just turn into this childlike self. Now, one thing that keeps coming up is it's all about the inner child work. You know, people want to be more confident speaking on camera and on stage, but oftentimes there's this inner child wound that I'll get into it more in a future video, but there's an inner child in there that has been wounded, that's scared to show up. So you could be, 45 like this woman was, but still inside of us, there's this inner child that's scared to put ourselves out there. And so I sat down with her because she was having a full body freeze up. And I go, what's really going on? And she opened up to share with me that she was the youngest of 13 children. And up until 17 years old, she never felt like she had a voice. She felt like what she said didn't matter. So just imagine how this would feel like if you're growing up and you feel like what you say doesn't matter and that you don't have a voice. And maybe you've been feeling this way yourself. And so as we go through, I'm like, okay, so let's conquer this fear, let's go. We get the phone, we move to a different side, we get outside the coffee shop, and she's ready to go, and then boom, the big wave of resistance comes up. And this is something that I want to reinforce. It's that as you're moving through this journey, there's always going to be resistance that pops up. It's your mind telling you that you're not good enough, fears that you're not ready. All these things come up. For her, it was about expressing her voice. Now she's going up there, she's got her phone ready, and all this resistance keeps popping up. And you can guide a person through, but at the end of the day, it's straight through. That's the only way that you're gonna break through this fear, is straight through. And so she wanted to do it privately. She's like, Lucas, I don't want you watching me, I want you here, but I wanna be alone so that I actually gain a skill set that I can use moving forward. And I said, absolutely, that sounds great. But I walk up to her, and okay, I'm just gonna walk around the corner now. But when you hit record, do it for that little girl inside of you that just wants to be heard. And she goes, okay, I'm doing it. She got a little emotional. And I walk around the corner and I go back, start reading a book, and she comes out 3 minutes later. She's just like, oh my God, Lucas, I did it. And honestly, she sits down next to me, she's shaking, she's trembling, because this is a lot of that trauma response, that fear response that comes up You have to go through it. But she said through, I'm like, okay, let's ground down, let's breathe. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, Lucas, did I really do that? Yes, I did. Oh my God, I really did it. I did my first video. And she put up on Facebook. And it was so exciting to see her being lit up and yet so afraid too, because she was working through those nerves. And as she grounded down, we had her breathing, brought down, it came full circle where she was calm. She's like, Lucas, I actually did it. She says, I've been avoiding this for so long, and it feels amazing that I actually did it. And so she moved through. She's like, by the way, she's like, you're still an asshole, but you're an asshole that cares. And so that was hilarious. That's still the piece that she took with it. And I ran into her the day that I left. The last day I'm there, she comes up, we have a quick coffee meeting, and she's like, I just want to let you know I've done 3 videos in the last week, and every time it's getting easier. And so that's the part that I really want to bring up, is that if you want to be confident on video, one, there's no perfect time except for today. Get started. The first thing, just get going with it. Second is you have to earn your confidence. That's the thing that I would say. Confidence is only earned through action. You can't read a book about it and get confident. It's about facing your fears. And with it, it's just be aware of the resistance is going to pop up, and you have to sit with it. Most people, they talk about spiritual bypass. There's confidence bypass. And a confidence bypass is where people are unwilling to feel the nerves. You have to sit with it, work your way through it to earn it. And when you earn it, there's that deeper tone in your voice that's like you are speaking from a place of truth. And that's the thing. When you speak on stage, when you speak on video, when you've gone through the fire, that's when you're going to know, and you're going to have the ability to speak and allow people to take that action. And so they move through it, and that's the big piece, is every time after that, it just becomes easier. So keep moving forward with it. The biggest piece is to get started, because every rep, you're gaining that relevant experience that's going to build it up so that it's easier for you to speak on camera. So if you want to be confident on camera, what I suggest is go to levelupliving.com. That's my website. Check out, we have some free tools for you that's going to help you. I'll be launching Confident Video course coming up soon. The link will be in the description. But the big thing is video is a key for you to scale your message, to get yourself out there, to be seen 24/7 by people who are excited to learn from you. And the thing is that your voice matters. So whether you speak on stage or on video, it's about putting yourself out there. So that's a big key. Go to levelupliving.com. If you have any questions, put in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them.